Okay, project question. NCW Planeteer 7007. I love some of the names, it's crazy. Mentioned, I remember a few years ago, you mentioning Star Warsing a side-by-side. What happened to that? Keep up the awesome work. We will do our very best to keep it up. Yes, the side-by-side. I have a little book that has like top 5 projects on them. The side-by-side is a top 5. We own a Polaris Razor. I love that machine. I love to go to the mountains with it. I love everything about it. I have always wanted to modify it so that it looked like it came right out of Star Wars. Some kind of speeder, you name it. I've got all kinds of different ideas. It's not that it got put aside. It's not shelved. It's more of a question of when can we work on something that big? Where can we work on it? I don't have an interior garage that I can park it in because the shop isn't here. So it requires kind of outdoor work. And there's a lot of logistics around it. So one of the things I would like to do is find a goal of a specific event, whether that be a Comic-Con or a Star Wars celebration, something in the next 3 years, and then work a schedule backwards so that we could take it to that event. I'd also find I need to design it so that it continues to be practical for us to use when we go out into the mountains, but that it also can be dressed up a little bit so it can be a total nerd bomb when we take it somewhere. But it's very much on the list. It's never going to go away. I love the concept of it. Yeah, I'd love to find a way to get the Polaris company to maybe work with us and collaborate some kind of sponsorship so we can have access to parts and pieces so that we could modify it, but then be able to return it back to its original condition if it ever needed to be sold or whatever. And yeah, sky's the limit. I would love to get back to that project. Project question, the F-Waynes or the Fwains asks, have you ever built any handheld sci-fi gadget with lots of animated lights, working parts? I'd love to see a sci-fi gadget like that or similar to sci-fi props like the Zygon detector from Doctor Who, where it looks like it was built out of your Greebly bins. Man, I gotta tell you, I love that question. And actually, hold on one second. One of the things that I really love about sci-fi is texture, and I love analog texture. Now, I was having this conversation with James from the Rebel Base Builds earlier today. And we were talking about Dune because I'm obsessed with Dune. And one of the things about Dune is that the gadgets, the ornithopter, all of those different things have like a very analog approach. It's not a bunch of touchscreens and things like that. And that is what drives me to sci-fi. It's not even just about Star Wars or not, it's about sci-fi in general, and that texture. I get really excited. I'm even all animated over here because of it. And Jamie Dole from the Outer Rim sent me this beauty. It's one of these old school RCA television, portable televisions with the antenna. And the screen here, it still works. I've had it now, I want to say, this is probably going on year 2. I don't ever put it anywhere out of sight because I have 7 or 8 different ideas for it that relate to your question about handheld gadgets. It's fairly light and I have ideas for it, and I love it because I love the texture of all the knobs and all the things that it has already on it. And I think one of the things that's great about a lot of the original sci-fi films, before they had all the technology to just make whatever, was that they went out and found things like this, and then they kit bashed on top of it. They layered texture and they altered it so that it became somewhat unrecognizable, right? And that part is the most enjoyable part of doing this stuff. So, to answer your question, yes, I actually have several ideas. I've got another one. I picked up this hit missile game from eBay, I don't know, 3 years ago. It stays in one of our, I've got drawers in this huge assembly table where I keep certain things that I don't want to forget I have when it comes to this kind of stuff. I wanted, this is a great like data pad kind of foundation that you can add stuff to and paint, and like it doesn't even work anymore, which is fine. You could add electronics to it, and there's a gadget for you right there. And then one of my favorite things is a speak and spell. Now, this worked, and I'm sure there are circles of hell that people end up in that take a working collector's piece like a speak and spell. Spell, right there. I don't really care. I might even keep some of the working electronics in it, but I've actually already 3D modeled components that could add on to it. So yes, you can tell I'm nerding out so hard that I'm about to rupture a blood vessel because I love the gadget stuff. And it makes me really frustrated that you brought it up and that I've got probably 8 or 9 things in the shop right now within view that I haven't touched, that I see every time I walk out here. I'm like, when am I going to do that? So maybe you just straight up inspired me right now to do it. Thank you.